How we are. Back at it again with another video, no YouTube episode. It's your guy, Steven Ukitiati. Man, today has been a blissful day, except for the last half of the day where we had to go strain our bodies and get in the weight room, and do what we do. Rightfully so. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this with a fellow relative, friend, brother, sister, cousin, things of that nature. Things that have very much nature. Let's jump right into it. Today we're going to discuss about staying consistent. Very cliche. Everybody knows what consistency is. Everybody hears consistency, but not everybody is actually consistent. You know what I'm saying? There's 3 processes to staying consistent. Number 1 is being, determined. With determination is consistency. They're basically cousins, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people want stuff that they have to put the work in, but they just simply are not willing to get up to put the work in. And it's delusional because people be like, okay, such and such blew up because he somehow got things and he didn't put the work in. Such and such did this and he got this out of it. Why isn't it the same for me? Why isn't it the same? I'm like, bro, God has a different plan for everybody in a different lifetime. You know what I'm saying? God has a plan for everybody's life, of course, but it's not the same plan as Jason's. It's not the same plan as James. It's not the same plan as Stephen. It's not the same plan as, Jonathan. It's not the same plan as Elijah. It's not the same plan as Faith's. You know what I'm saying? Because, yes, we're all under him. We're all his children. But each of us have different hearts of the desires that we have to accomplish for goals. You know what I'm saying? So if you steady looking at somebody else's life thinking that you should get what they got when you haven't put twice the work that they put in, you're simply delusional. You have to self-reflect. You have to go back to the drawing board and see where you started to get that mindset and see where you started to slip up to start thinking like that. Nothing is given to you in this world. Everything is earned. Especially as a man, respect is earned every day. Every day. And that's the beauty about being a man. You have to get that respect every day. For females, we can't really speak on females because, they born with prettiness. They're born with bodies, things of that nature that, men are accustomed to, what men like, what the society likes. So everything, may be given to them at a different, time. Not all cases, but in most cases, that's what I'm speaking to my fellas right here. Breaking this down, you have to get up and put in the work and stay consistent. If you don't, nobody's going to come to save you. I mentioned this in the last episodes. Nobody's going to come to save you. You don't want to get up and go put the work in and, put your hours in. You're not going to get paid that week. You don't want to go up and get right and get your 6-pack right. And you're trying to get a 6-pack, you're not putting in the work. You're going to stay fat. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put in the work. Stop looking at somebody else's food and have your food ready and aligned so you can eat your food and not worried about another person's food. Stay in your race, stay in your lane. Like when you're driving a car, you know what I'm saying? You can't look this way and that way and think that you're gonna be straight. You're ultimately gonna crash because you're not focusing on your lane. You know what I'm saying? You have to stay in your lane. It's not a bad thing, it's not personal, it's not negative, it's not selfish. But when you stay in your lane, you do what you're supposed to do, you're gonna help everybody else be better because people are gonna look at you and use you as an example and use you as a roadblock to keep elevating their life. You know what I'm saying? Whew, I'm cooking today. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. I'm cooking today. You feel what I'm saying? Moving on to number 2. We said determination with consistency is your cousins. Okay, the second step to consistency is showing up. Simply just showing up. You know the hardest thing about going to the gym? Is actually just going to the gym. Once you get up and go to the gym, see, you gotta lift. You gotta lift. This man tried to open the door. He couldn't open the door. And he's with his girl. You gotta lift, man. I told you, you gotta get in that gym. He tried to open the door. They thinking it's closed. His girl comes back, open the door. That's embarrassing, bro. But more of the story, man. You can't make this stuff up. Yeah, the hardest part is about going to the gym. Because once you get in the gym, now you have no other option but to put in the work because what are you there for? You're not just going to go there, chill, be on your phone, procrastinate. Yeah, you can try to do that, but there's no point. You're going to be wasting your time. What would you even go to the gym for if you're not going to put in the work? Simple as that. Why would you have a goal and a plan if you're not going to get up every day and show up? Why would you, want to apply for a 9-to-5 job that you always wanted to get, but when you get there, you're zoned out. You don't want to put in the work. You want to leave at 12 at lunchtime, and then you just want to do the same thing every day, and then you think you're going to make 6 figures. You think you're going to make a paycheck that you want to see. It's absurd. It's really absurd. And, and I don't like, you can be broke, you can be poor, you can be, financially struggles, but as long as you have this and this, you're rich for life. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you work out, keep your body right, rich for life. Spiritually, mentally, and then once you get your finances right, right there, man, you untouchable, boy. You an untouchable man with your spirit as well, with the Lord. Boy, you're a dangerous man walking. More dangerous than a man with a gun. When you get all those 4 things, man, dangerous man walking out here. Dangerous man walking. And people can smell that. The naysayers can smell that. The enemy can smell that. They'll be the first ones to smell that. The enemies are the first one to smell when you're moving right, when you're moving righteous, when you're going towards your goals. That's why they come to creep out. Would you get these texts? Hey, how you been? It's been a minute. Oh, why are you working so hard? What do you got coming up? Have you ever got those texts? Because they watching. Quote me if I'm wrong, and there's a script, The enemy knows when you're about to receive your blessing before you. The enemy knows you're a called one, a chosen one, before you know it. That's why they try to destroy everything. That's why you have to be consistent and show up and stay to your grind. You know what I'm saying? And keep God first. Really keep him first. There's a lot of people here depressed, stressed, mentally blocked. And it's like, why? Because they don't have that relationship with Christ. They have that relationship with their phone, social media, with all these negligent things that they think that's going to suffice them and give them, stimulants. No. Yeah, these parties things, it's good to go out here and there, but every day, every time, nah. You're not going to be fulfilled. Eventually, the party's going to end. Eventually, that lifestyle's going to end. Then what do you have? God is here for eternal. It's eternal healing. You feel what I'm saying? People want to go smoke. People want to go drink, things of that nature. How drink can you drink? However you say, how drunk can you get? How high can you get? Eventually, that weed going to go out. Eventually, that drink going to finish. But God is here forever. So if you have him in your heart with that consistency, that drive, you can be broke, like I said, you can be poor. You can be, in a financial disbattle. You can be going through a lot of things. But your mindset, you'll still be happy like you have $1 million. You'll still be motivated like you're a 1% man, building up to be that person. Why? Because you keep that spirit right. You kept your body in shape. And you have your mental clear. That's the real riches right now, especially in this generation. That's the real rich. That's the real rich. I'm cooking. It's hot in here. Whoo, let's get it. Number 3. So number 2, we discussed about showing up. Number 1, we discussed about determination. Number 3. You know what the number 3 thing is to staying consistent? It's not giving a single, I want to keep my monetization. It's not giving a dang what anybody thinks of you. Stop caring about what people think of you. I'm sitting here eating, making a video, people walking around trying to see. You think I give a dang? They can hear what I have to say. They can look at me crazy. I'm still going to make this episode for y'all because I don't care. They don't pay my bills. They don't put a smile on my mom's face, my pop's face. You know what I'm saying? They don't feed my brothers and sisters back home. You know what I'm saying? So why should I care about what somebody else thinks about me? Why should I give in to what somebody thinks about me? Why should I even smell what somebody thinks about me? Why should I even ultimately care what somebody thinks about me? You know what I'm saying? That's a woman trait. That's more so of a female trait. But if you're a man and you care about what somebody else thinks about you, you have a serious problem right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. You have a serious problem right now. We can address it. Tap into me. One-on-one consultation. DM me on Instagram at StevieUKT80. And let's talk, man. Let's talk. Drop a comment if you're going through that. You know what I'm saying? Not caring. You know what I'm saying? or you got to work this job, it's minimum wage, but just to get on your feet so you can fund your business for 7 weeks, you have to work that job. Boom, work that job. But you're not going to work it because you feel like it's beneath you. You feel like it's something that you can't attain because people will look at you in a certain way because you don't look like you fit in. You don't look like, stop caring about things like that. Stop caring. We're only on this earth for so long and you caring? Come on, y'all. Let's get it together. Let's get it together, man. Stop caring about what people think. Because when you care about what people think, they really don't care about you. So you caring about people who don't care about you. So now you're just looking lost and confused. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because, you know, most men don't want to be different. Most men want to copy another man. Most men want to congratulate people they don't know. Most men want to, you know, not be a 1% man. They want to do things that everybody else is doing. Be a sheep. Go ahead, be a sheep if you want to follow. You know what I'm saying? Be a goat if you want to follow. But that 1% man is always going to get what he wants. Always. You know why? Because his spirit is right. His mindset is right. His body is right. And his heart is right. And he's determined. He's showing up. And he's staying the course. And he's getting to that bag. I'm gone.